Hello, I'm Jarway Todd, the founder of Triafy. Thank you very much for taking some time out of your day to learn about our product. So what we have built here at Triafy is an MSP ticket triage knowledge base for your non-technical help desk agents to use when they open new service tickets. And so how we're doing it is we're using AI chatbot technology to guide your non-technical team members through the triage information that needs to be collected on all of the various IT issues your help desk faces. So let's take a minute real quick to walk through the core issues we're trying to address. So in this case, let's start with talking about the kinds of issues that come in, right? So our phones are down, Excel keeps crashing, I need to recover a file, I cannot print, I cannot send emails. These are all very, very common IT issues that you face on a daily basis. And what we're solving for is those non-technical individuals that just don't have the depth of experience around what sets of questions to ask in these various conditions. And the reality is that there's hundreds of these conditions, hundreds of IT issues that they face. And it gets very, very challenging for them to know what questions should be asked of the client, okay? So let's look at the issue resolution process. And let's start with that end client. It's called into your help desk team member. And in this case, we're talking about being able to help non-technical individuals the most with the sets of questions that need to be asked. Step 3, we all know we need to have a service ticket created. And in this case, ConnectWise manages who we integrated to at this stage, where we can automatically create that service ticket and then help get it assigned to a tech team member. Now, this tech team member that gets assigned in step 4 here has a classic challenge today, that tickets frequently get to them with a lack of information. You know, it comes with, I cannot print, please give the end client a call. They're then in this process of having to chase down the end client, whether it be scheduled time later in the day. And through this process, hours are ticking by. When if we could just collect the right set of triage information at the very beginning, when we've got that client on the phone with us in the very first call, they can get busy with their day and your tech team member can be resolving the problem in the background because they know where to start working that problem, okay? Step 5 is obviously we want to close this ticket. We want to get a high CSAT rating. And I believe that resolving some of this time delay that exists in our operations can really result in a lot of great client satisfaction. So let's go and jump in to our chatbot and walk through how it addresses guiding your non-technical team members through their day. All right, so right here, what you see is our portal. And in this case, I'm logged in as myself. I'm gonna represent that non-technical help desk individual that's picking up the phone. And on the other end of the line, we've got a client. And in this case, we only know that their first letter of their name is G. And so I'm gonna look through our database in ConnectWise Manage and look through all the contacts that have a G in their first name. In this case, let's grab Gus. Gus is the individual that is called in on the phone and is not seeing any of this user interface that you see here. This is only for your internal use. Okay, so now I'm your non-technical dispatcher, and I just need to ask Gus what problem they're having. And let's use the classic I cannot print problem. All right. So now we want to make sure that our chatbot has aligned to the right issue. And in this case, we have. So we're just going to respond to this and say yes. And now what we're going to get into is the targeted questions associated with this particular problem. Okay. So step 1, we really need to know what's the name of that printer. You've labeled all those printers for them. And in this case, it's the packing printer. All right. All I have to do is enter that information, and then we get on to the next question. So we also need to know what device that end client is printing from, right? They can print from so many these days. And in this case, it's going to be Gus's mobile device. And then the next question here is, are there any errors? Okay, receiving an offline error. Then the other thing we want to do is we've asked our targeted questions, but maybe there's some extra detail that the end client knows that could be helpful in resolving this issue. And so in this case, okay, they bought the mobile phone today. Wow, there might be something else we need to look at as it relates to that mobile phone being connected properly or whatnot. okay? And then, as it relates to trying to assess some priority, if this is just affecting them versus the whole office, that could be a factor in your priority setting of this ticket when it gets to that. We want to also know, since we've got them on the phone, let's figure out when they are available. Okay. And then we're basically done at this point. If we had another IT issue that we needed to record for Gus, we would do that by saying yes there, but in this case we don't. So I responded with no, and now we've taken all of that information and put it into a ticket. And so in this case, ticket 1075 has been created. So let's go into ConnectWise Manage and let's pull that ticket up. All right, here's that ticket. So what we did with that initial issue that the client shared with us is we put that in the summary line. We put that individual as the contact on the ticket. We put it on a board and status of your choosing. And then we took all of that rich chat information and pushed it into the ticket so that when your tech team member gets assigned to this issue, they're able to know where to start. And they've got an idea of how to go resolve that problem without even having to call your contact, your client at the end of the day and have to sit on the phone for 15, 20 minutes working to triage the problem. So that's what we built. We hope you're excited by it. If you'd like to learn more about our product, we're happy to do one-on-one demos. We also have a 14-day free trial. Please just sign up for either of those on our website. Thank you very much.